Hello and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Dan Zimmerman. A gymnast makes big strides at the USGA Championships, and the football team takes time out of their practice schedule to help a good cause. But we start with the voice of Philadelphia. Now that time has passed, we can look back at Harry Kalas, a Philadelphia icon. And personally for me, I wanted to be a broadcaster because I knew when I used to watch the Phillies games when I was 8, I used to say to myself, man, I want to be just like him. He's impacted me as well as thousands of other fans. Harry called Phillies games for 38 years as well as worked for the NFL Films. The Phillies broadcaster is considered by many as the voice of Philadelphia, and the voice will truly be missed. He has made some amazing calls like Mike Schmidt's 500th home run, Jim Thome's 400th home run, as well as the famous saying, "Outta here." But for many Philadelphia college students, he will be remembered for this most popular call.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Going to Phillies games will just never be the same. But we'll stick with baseball. The Temple baseball team was on a hot streak early this year, but they have hit a bump in the road. Temple has lost 5 games in a row, and the Owls now have a record of 13-17 and are 8-3 in the Atlantic 10. The Cherry and White will hit home for a 7-game stretch starting April 17th. Sophomore gymnast Katie Canning is making sure her second season on Broad Street is a memorable one. Canning competed in the USGA Championships and finished one of the most incredible performances by a Temple gymnast. Canning finished first in the vault and took home the crown for the all-around. Freshman standout Katie Watson finished third on the vault. Congrats to Canning and the rest of the Owls for a remarkable season. It hasn't been a good season for Temple women's lacrosse team, and things got a little scary during a recent road trip. While practicing at the University of Massachusetts, the team found the body of award-winning poet Deborah Diggs. Police believe the educator committed suicide. The team noticed the body in the upper part of the stadium, and then they alerted authorities. The football team hosted the 2nd annual Bone Marrow Drive at the Howard Giddes Center. Students were encouraged to sign up and get swabbed. Last year, the Owls had 630 potential donors, and we're hoping to exceed that goal this year. For Al Golden, it was not just any old drive, it was a personal drive for the head coach.
For our family, my wife's a Hodgkin survivor, and my mother-in-law is a breast cancer survivor. So it is something that hits home. They didn't necessarily have to use the marrow bank, but certainly cancer comes in many forms, and obviously the life you could be saving down the road is yours by holding these events and getting involved in the community.
You know, guys, it's always good to see sports teams help out the community.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see that football team out there.
Looks great.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, stick around. Temple Update will be right back, but first, stay put for this week's trivia question.
Time for the Temple Update Music Trivia Question of the Week. I'm Andrea Karabetsis. This week's question is, who holds the record for writing the most songs in popular music history? Is it A, Lennon and McCartney, B, Motown's Smokey Robinson, or C, Miss Dolly Parton? I'll be back with the answer in 60 seconds.